You're asking me something that the Nation Media Group asked me 4 years ago. It is the same stories. I've explained it. It was headlines for 10 weeks running. I gave my explanation. I presented before the parliamentary committee. Do you really want me to start narrating that story now? What good does it do? In fact, I don't think we should do the interview. Yeah, no, I don't think I want to do the interview anymore. No, I'm not going to do this interview. Yeah, because it's the same story that was prosecuted by the Nation, I think many years ago. I don't know why I'm talking about things that happened 4 years ago. It's applied to certain media. No, I'm not in this interview, and I'm not running that.
Those things of 4 years ago that angered the former registrar of the judiciary were raising a question on allegation of misappropriation of funds during her tenure.
And when it comes to being trusted with funds, there are those allegations also that you asked for salary advance of 3.5 million shillings. What will you have to say about that? That you went against the government financial regulation.
Before the walkout, Shollei had been abrasive when put to task over integrity issues.
You were sacked as the chief registrar of the judiciary on grounds of misappropriation of judicial funds, about 2.2 billion, insubordination, incompetence, and engaging in sideshows. More specifically, procurement irregularities in the purchase of the official residence of the Chief Justice at a cost of 310 million shillings.
I think, Jane, you're asking me to answer Willie Mutunga's question. Why don't you ask him? What exactly possessed him to start this story? Why don't you ask him when he set up the War Council? Emails were leaked to show that they had a war strategy against me. Why don't you ask him about that? Why would you ask me?
The former judiciary registrar Gladys had agreed to a one-on-one interview scheduled to be aired next Monday, 29th May. Her tenure in office was among issues to be covered in the sit-down. Today's recording coming a day after civil society groups red-carded her, recommending that she be barred from vying for any political seat because of integrity questions during her time leading the judiciary administratively.
What they should be doing is trying to make the cases go through the court process, get convictions against people, and that judgment and conviction from a court of law is what will be served upon the IEBC, so that they can buy you. But there is no other method. If they respect the law, they should cut it out and stop it. I am not shaken. I'm not even disturbed because I said, which world do they belong to? Which law do they read? So they should stop fooling us.
The questions on integrity,
no, I'm not going to.
it would appear, were not to be fielded.
It's the same story that was prosecuted by the Nation.
Gladys Shollei was relieved of her duties in October 2013.
I'm not in this interview. And not
She faces court charges over procurement irregularities in purchase of the official residence of the Chief Justice worth 310 million shillings and authorization of 46 million shillings for prefabricated Mavoko law courts. Ngoiri, NTV.
Well, Havi, I don't know if you followed this when we aired it yesterday, but yes, the reaction again akin to what earlier Kazungu Kambi gave in terms of a response. I'm innocent. There's, the case doesn't hold, or whatever accusations that were leveled against me. What's your reaction as you watch this?
Well, I think I'll want to be as objective as possible because Boss Shollei was my teacher, and she's a very good friend of mine. But I'll still dissect the facts as they are. I think the case of Boss Shollei is already before a court of law where she's been charged in the manner in which it was recommended by Parliament. And to the extent that there's not been a conviction and a sentence against her, she still has not been disqualified on account of integrity. And to that extent, therefore, this civil society movement together with the IBC cannot stand on her way to run.
Okay.
But there is something that comes out of her anger that needs to be understood. I think this is one individual who has been selectively called to account. Look, the JSC is a corporate institution. If you look at the report that was made by the PSC in 2014 and adopted by the National Assembly on the 11th of February 2016, it recommended investigations not only on Boss Shollei, but on many other commissioners, including Justice Mohamed Wasame, Justice Mokin Wanjala, Ahmed Nasir Abdullahi, Honorable Helen Ominde. The question is why haven't these individuals also been called to account? Look, Mark, it's not possible you can siphon 1.05 billion from an institution like JSC alone. This is a case in which these individuals who shoulder the highest responsibility, including retired Chief Justice Willie Mutunga himself, have to be brought to account if at all these malpractices took place during the watch of Shollei. Then what were they doing in the Judicial Service Commission? And then, as I've indicated time without number, the war on corruption and impunity must start within the judiciary and also the Judicial Service Commission. Parliament has recommended that those 4 commissioners I've named be investigated with a view to being prosecuted if found to have abused office. Now, these individuals have run to court. They have stopped the court from investigating them. And this is not new. In 2013, when again Parliament recommended the formation of a tribunal to remove these 4 commissioners from office, they rushed to court. What is the rationality of the JSC, which employs a judge, forwarding a case to the judge, and then forwarding a commissioner like Tom Ogenda, who is in charge of HR and discipline in the JSC, to go and argue the case? Right. I mean, in all fairness, I think it's high time we started interrogating the propriety of what the JSC is doing. If at all the entire process of remedying integrity and corruption can be torpedoed at the port, how far are we from achieving the goal of ensuring compliance with Chapter 6? We're very far away.